Okay, this is my oral history topic. I've chosen William Clark to talk a little bit about the 60s and Vietnam War. Go ahead, Bill.
Well, there's a lot to talk about. I mean, when it comes to the '60s, 1960s was naturally a time of a lot of civil unrest. There was a lot going on between the races, the whites and the blacks. You had the black militant groups. There was riots due in the '60s. There was a lot of riots due to the Vietnam War and protests of the war. A lot of people were against it. The United States felt that they should be involved to help the South Vietnamese government against the communists that were infiltrating from the north.
So,
Uh,
how did you feel about all those experiences? And
well, at the time, I was like 19, 20 years old, so I really didn't think a lot about it. However, I did join the service back then. I joined the Marine Corps, and eventually I did wind up in Southeast Asia and was involved in the war itself.
okay, so how did the experience change your life?
Well, the experience, I'd say, of the war it was more of a traumatic thing for me because of the turmoil that was going on and actually being there where it was actually taking place. Uh, there was used to be footage on TV every night, the news of the Vietnam War and what was going on, and it was quite disturbing actually. Uh, and then once I wound up being there myself, uh, it sort of all came to life. Reality came to be about. It changed my life quite a bit. As far as it works on you mentally, it'll probably continue the rest of my life. I would imagine so.
So, what was the culture like back in the 60s?
The culture, well, again, it was you had your race riots, there was a lot going on. It was a lot going on at the time.
How about the economics and things like that?
The economics wasn't really that bad. I mean, it was certainly better off than we are today. The economy today is in bad shape compared to what it was back then. It was a little rough back then, but nothing like we're facing today.
Okay. So, so what key characters, trends, movements, events, and associated policies were going on at the time during that time in the world?
Well, the policies, I don't know. I didn't really uh, know a lot about the policies and the politics itself and the mechanics of it. I didn't understand back then. So
So I think that'll pretty much cover everything. Thank you for doing this interview.
you're
Uh,
welcome. It was good doing it.
thanks. That's perfect.